Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peaks. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
We're on the air with Network News for Tuesday, May 30, 2023. In the headlines, police say a loaded firearm in the hands of a patient at Mungay Psychiatric Hospital was mistakenly placed in the bag. IMF mission chief warns Grenada against continued tax amnesty. GCNA chairman calls for increased production as the association struggles to meet demands. Also in the broadcast, regionally, political party in Guyana calls for government ministers to be sent on leave following the tragic Medea Dome fire. Internationally, over 300 Chicago migrants placed at Wilbur Wright College shelter after City Council delays fort. Plus in the sports news, world javelin champion Anderson Peters secures his first win of the season. Stay with us. We'll be back after these words.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening from the Grenada Broadcasting Network. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Disturbing and scary is how one nurse has termed the discovery of a firearm within the walls of the Mungay Psychiatric Hospital. The firearm was discovered in the belongings of a patient who is the son of a well-known businessman. It is reported that the gun was delivered to the patient in a parcel containing other items. Assistant Superintendent of Police Simon Douglas described the incident as a case in which the firearm was mistakenly placed in the bag. He said the firearm is licensed and the owner purportedly packed it into the bag by error. According to police, sometime after delivering the bag, the owner searched and could not find the firearm, so he reported it to the police. The person receiving the bag observed the firearm in it and handed it over to a nurse. GBN understands that this incident is the latest among a number of concerning episodes which have left the staff questioning their safety within the walls of the Mungay Psychiatric Hospital. GBN Newsroom contacted Permanent Secretary with responsibility for the Mungay Psychiatric Hospital, Naomi Jeremiah, but we were informed that no comment could be given at this time. GBN will continue to follow this developing story. Now, one family is in dismay as one male member is dead while the other is in police custody. Here's what we can tell you. Officers within the Community Relations Department of the RGPF have confirmed that 36-year-old Noford Smith, a construction worker of River Sally St. Patrick, is the latest homicide victim in Grenada. According to information reaching GBN, Smith succumbed to a chop wound to his neck on Sunday following an altercation with his cousin, identified as Neron Chaitan, also known as Chucky. The incident happened in an area called Thunder in River Sally St. Patrick at around 1 in the afternoon. Some residents and family members said they were shocked to hear about the altercation as both men were together with friends most of the morning period at the nearby boiling spring, cooking, drinking and laughing with each other. Police have indicated that no charges have been laid to date in connection with Sunday's incident. This brings to 9 the number of homicides in 2023 so far. Other news, the International Monetary Fund has advised the government of Grenada not to continue a tax amnesty program that it implemented on January 1, 2023. The program is scheduled to conclude on December 31, 2023. We get more in this Nisha Peters report.
Tax amnesty was announced in the presentation of the 2023 budget statement by then Finance Minister Deacon Mitchell, who explained that millions were outstanding in taxes, late fees and penalties, and the amnesty was aimed at settling money owing to the government. However, the International Monetary Fund has advised the government of Grenada not to continue a tax amnesty program implemented on 1st January and scheduled to conclude on 31st December 2023. IMF Mission Chief for Grenada, in the just concluded Article 4 consultation of the IMF's Article of Agreement, said the government will have to enforce stronger collection policies.
By only saying it's not enough, the government will have to illustrate the stronger enforcement in collecting the tax. This will really signal that we want to strengthen the enforcement, and there's no concern. I guess you're concerned about the moral hazard issue, and we hear very, very strong commitment from the finance minister that it will be the last one.
The mission chief advised that this should be the last tax amnesty.
We emphasized several times to the government that this one should be the last one. Not only from the government's perspective, this is last one. It should be very deeply in people's mind, and those who are owing tax to the government, this is the last one.
Ms. Lin went on to say that there has been significant improvement over the years in regards to tax collection.
We have been engaging with authorities on that matter for a while. It has been improving, and as you can see that the tax collection in the first quarter and in the past year, it has been quite good and in line with what you can see from the nominal GDP growth. That said, a lot of still there's some room for improvement in our tax collection.
She further highlighted some measures that can be utilized by the government to ensure better tax collection.
The administration office, they could also utilize some indicators to see whether there might be some risks in the tax collection by comparing the collection against the local activity, and that would be, for instance, imply for imports, etc., and to see early signal of possible tax not being collected and go after them.
The IMF Mission Chief for Grenada made the statements during a news conference on Friday. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
High prices, high demand, and low supply. The challenge facing the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association prompted a plea for more nutmeg production. Cherry and Blackman Stephen has this report.
Chairman of the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, Leo Cato, is encouraging nutmeg farmers to increase production. Grenada does not have a challenge to sell its nutmegs on the international market. The challenge is that there isn't enough to satisfy the demand.
The challenge we face now is that the price we receive today is much better than the price that we got last year for Grenada's nutmegs. But we do not have the volume of nutmegs to sell to take advantage of the present price.
He said the way ahead is not all gloomy and dark. There is a silver lining that they must look for and work towards. But they must get there working together as an association.
There was once in time when Grenada easily produced 2 million pounds of nutmeg. Easily. But we have struggled since Ivan.
Cato thanked government for working to improve road access, which is also key to increasing production. Agriculture Minister Lennox Andrews also encouraged increasing production, but expressed dismay in learning that the demand for nutmeg is there, but farmer supply is inadequate to meet such demands.
GCNA found itself without nutmegs, even though the market price had improved significantly. And that to me, my friends, it is somewhat worrying, because we can imagine what would have been the returns to the industry if the supplies were available.
Mr. Andrew called attention to the association's accounting records and projections.
The GCN recorded a net deficit of over $650,000. The demand for nutmeg on the international market is projected in 2023 to grow at a compound annual rate of 4.1%. This is good. This is good for Grenada.
The GCNA meeting took place at the Deluxe Cinema last Thursday. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Meanwhile, Chairman of the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, Leo Cato, announced his pending departure as chairman of the association. Mr. Cato is encouraging farmers to give their support to the next chairman of the GCNA.
I have not sold my lands. I will always be a nutmeg farmer. I will always attend the meetings of the association. But at times, you must know when it's time to pass the baton. My best wishes to the next board, because I have decided, even though I was encouraged to do otherwise, I have decided that I would not be coming up for nomination to the board. The board will have my support, as it always has.
This is Network News. We're live from the Grenadian capital. Still ahead from us, the new National Party accuses government of poor judgment over the Molyneux landslip project. Stay with us.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
It's the 4th edition of Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year promotion. Cuatro Punto Cero. It's unbelievably amazing. You can win free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free cable, TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free passes to Sunshine Promotion events for 2023, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a lunch package. Be sure to fill out the entry forms and enter it into the marked entry boxes at all Hubbard's departments and at participating outlets. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2023. Draws will be held every 2 weeks. Terms and conditions apply.
The Healing of the Nation life-changing crusade is back, and 2023 promises to be bigger and better. Soul-searching dynamic preaching, awesome worship, testimonies, healing and deliverance on Sunday 11th to Friday the 16th June 2023 at the Bellevue Recreational Ground, 7 p.m. nightly with evangelist Selwyn Hailing and a powerful convergence of evangelical churches in St. David's to declare Jesus Christ as Lord. Healing of the Nation crusade, Sunday 11th to Friday the 16th of June 2023. Bellevue Recreational Ground, a renewal of God's given mission to reach all of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. Not about church, it's for the kingdom and glory of God. Align yourself with what God is doing in this season. You can't afford to miss it. The Healing of the Nation life-changing crusade is back, and 2023 promises to be bigger and better. Soul-searching dynamic preaching, awesome worship, testimonies, healing and deliverance on Sunday 11th to Friday the 16th June 2023 at the Bellevue Recreational Ground, 7 p.m. nightly with evangelist Selwyn Hailing and a powerful convergence of evangelical churches in St. David's to declare Jesus Christ as Lord. Healing of the Nation crusade, Sunday 11th to Friday the 16th of June 2023. Bellevue Recreational Ground, a renewal of God's given mission to reach all of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. Not about church, it's for the kingdom and glory of God. Align yourself with what God is doing in this season. You can't afford to miss it.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Box some money. Box some money. Ladies and gentlemen,
are you ready to win?
Sunday, June 4th from 5 p.m. at the National Stadium is Box and Money.
What is Box and Money?
Box and Money is the most exciting bingo game ever. Picture this: 15 bingo games, $100,000 in a box, and you decide your winnings. This is gonna be pure fun and excitement. Tickets cost $60 for one or $100 for two. Don't you dare miss this one. Box and Money, $100,000 in cash. June 4th, National Stadium, Grenada. Get ready.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Rebecca Television Center, the problems surrounding the Molyneux Road project came under the microscope today, with the former infrastructure minister calling out the new administration's management of the project as the cause of the issues. Rena Pitt Thomas reports.
Former Minister for Infrastructure Nolan Cox says that the current issues faced with the Molyneux land slippage project are due to poor judgment made by the NDC-led government when they first entered office.
When the government came into power, the consulting firm that we have who did work with all the designs and who was managing or supervising the project, they were removed from the project. All right, they were written and asked to remove from the project. So they were basically fired. No, they didn't understand what that meant. No, you take away the key person who is going to help, is going to be guiding the contractor to implement the project. The company who actually prepared the designs, you ask them to leave. So what happened is that they now rely on the engineers in the Ministry of Infrastructure to do the supervision, and that is where everything went wrong. But what we've learned recently, they have now asked the consultant to come back.
Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, in a press briefing on May 22nd, explained that although government is committed to completing this significant project, some of the conditions have changed from when it was initially conceptualized.
It is a challenging site. The rock surface, some of it is not even rock, is very unstable. If you go there, you can actually stand and see the soil constantly falling. So we have to sort this issue out. When we sort this issue out, then we can think of the larger Western Main Road corridor, which is why once it became clear to us that we obviously were attempting to keep the grant funding in place, that our focus should really be on the water expansion project, because there was no impediments to solving that. When the UKSIF grant was made available for the Western Main Road, there was no Molyneux landslip, I think, at the time. And so obviously it was granted and agreed on the assumption that we were just going to do the normal works along the Western Main Road. And since the Molyneux landslip, that's an additional part of it that is distinct and separate, that we locally funding to make sure that we can get it done.
The former infrastructure minister contended, however, that some of the challenges being experienced are as a result of the decisions taken by the new administration.
If you notice, there is significant excavation on the slope. Yeah. Those excavations were not to ever happen. All right, that was not to happen. The slope, because of the slope, the unsteadiness of the slope, there was a particular type technique that was going to be applied to stable the slope using what they call a geotextile wrapping. I'm going to all the technical stuff, but that was not to happen. So they started cutting, and the slope became more unstable. And so that is the challenge of the project. The project has significant cost overruns right now.
Senator Cox was a guest on GBN's To The Point program on Tuesday. GBN has sought further clarification from key persons involved in the project, but was told that they are presently reviewing the project with government officials, and as such, an interview will need to be rescheduled for a later date. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
The story, St. David's Carnival organizers are promising to make this year better than previous years. Christina John attended the launch on Sunday.
It's my job there's no ribbon to cut, but to officially declare the Virgin Parish Carnival season launch open. So I'm happy to do so. Congratulations to the organizers, and I officially declare the St. David's Carnival season open 2023.
That was Prime Minister and MP for St. David, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, at the official launch of Virgin Parish St. David Carnival on Sunday. As part of activities for the Parish Carnival launch, a street parade was held from Latant Junction to Malmont Big Yard. Prime Minister Mitchell promised to support the bands in the parish.
St. David is integral to the success of Grenada's National Carnival. Whether it's the Queen Show, whether it's Soca Monarch, whether it's Calypso, whether it's some of the traditional masks, St. David's has always played a leading role in ensuring that Carnival in Grenada is a success. And so the early launch of our Carnival in May is testimony to our commitment to making sure that Carnival 2023 is a success both in St. David and in Grenada. And so I give you my own commitment as your MP to support all of the initiatives in St. David.
He also called on Spice Mass Corporation to encourage the preservation of traditional mass.
Members of the Spice Mass Corporation Board, we need a lot more emphasis on ensuring that we can preserve and teach our traditional mass like the Wild Indian, the Veko, the Shortney, and we used to have the Corinth Steel Orchestra in Corinth. So we need to make sure that we work on bringing back our steel pan to St. David's as well. So that's one of the charge I'm giving to the Spice Mass Corporation to work with us in St. David's and the organizing committee to make sure that we can get the steel pan in our schools and get it back up and running.
Christopher Phillip, member of the Spice Mass Corporation Board, gave their commitment to ensure the theme for this year's carnival, Spice Mass, the Evolution, is realized.
We have chosen the theme Spice Mass, the Evolution, and as part of the evolution, we encourage initiatives like this to allow us to propel Carnival into the future. And we at the corporation will try our very best to support the initiatives of St. David's to allow the evolution to become a reality.
Public Relations Officer of the Virgin Parish Cultural Organization, Kerry Williams, said they're all about promoting the culture.
A lot of the artists that you see now, Natty and Thunder, Muddy and Squeezehead, Little Kerry, they all started on this platform, St. David's Carnival Lawn, St. David's Soca Monarch. And one thing you'll notice about St. David's people, we support our own. This year, we decided to try a street parade from Latin Junction. So we had some of the vehicle from St. Mark, because what we do, we liaise with the different carnival committees. So if St. Mark said they're launching next week, some of us from this committee will definitely be there. We have some committee members from St. Andrew coming down in a bit. So what we try to do, we try to support each other's launch.
The 2023 National Queen contestant for St. David, Miss Amoni Francis, and various soca and calypso artists made guest appearances. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Well, it was an evening filled with entertainment as some young and aspiring models took to the stage in a display of beauty and talent. Organizers of Little Miss and Mr. Grenada said they are satisfied with the outcome of this year's event, and the support of sponsors did not go unnoticed.
I feel great. I thought that I would have came third or second, but I did not have faith in first when I saw all the contestants. Well, if just don't give up, just keep on pushing.
Little Miss Grenada, Jayla McMillan, speaking to GBN following her royal walk to victory, encouraging her peers to never give up. Jayla McMillan and Jaden St. John have been crowned Little Miss and Mr. Grenada 2023. Jayla won in the categories of Best Talent, Evening Wear, and Best Interview. In second place was Anelia Phillip, Miss St. Patrick, and third was Angel Allard, Miss St. David. Apart from his first place in the male category, Jaden also won Best Talent, Interview, Future Wear, and Sportswear. Second was Malik John of Mount Hon, followed by Richard Williams of Grand Mall in third place. In the other categories, Zion James and Malik John captured the titles of Miss and Mr. Photogenic, respectively. Miss St. Patrick Anelia Phillip won Best Introduction and Best Future Wear in the female category, while Malik John won Best Introduction. The People's Choice Award went to Jayla McMillan and Malik John. This award was sponsored by Ride Along. This was the fourth edition of the Little Miss Grenada pageant, with the male component added for the first time this year. The event was staged at the Grenada Trade Center on Sunday. Jermaine Simon, Superstar, is the main organizer.
It's actually a lot of work, but finally it is over. And I mean, we went based on a time, we have certain hiccups, contestant may stay a little bit longer, but all in all, the show was fantastic, and the contestants enjoyed themselves, and of course the people, they really enjoyed themselves too. I have to thank all the sponsors for making this show possible. Your sponsorship have been grateful, and the kids, of course, we really want to do something for them. It's not for us, but we want to make sure that the kids get, use their skills, use their talents, and I want to thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate it.
Chrislina John, GBN News.
All right, it's time to take a peek through the GBN ISO lens as we continue to feature future career professionals. Let's see which school is in the spotlight.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
The future businessmen and women, doctors, chefs, and more are the highlights of tonight's GBN I Saw. During an exciting career day on Friday, the Tiny Tots at the Christian Union Preschool at St. George's Estate in Lamoud dressed up in outfits depicting their future career choices. As careers in technology and the creative economy become more prevalent, one student stood out for dressing as a virtual assistant. He was equipped with a camera to carry out his duties. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead in the news, Norland Cox dissatisfied with distribution of low-income Chinese houses in Karakou. Back in a moment.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Shop at Southern Electrical for all your security camera needs. We offer a wide variety of cameras ranging from solar cameras with or without lights, 4G cameras, Wi-Fi and PoE kits, 4th channel, 8 channels, 16 channels, replacement cameras for PoE, standalone Wi-Fi cameras, wall lamp or bulb, floodlights with cameras, watch cameras, pen cameras, and much more. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grana and St. George. Southern Electrical, best value, expert advice, quality product. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook today.
Rhythms of Spice is back Sunday, June 11, 3 p.m. at Mount Cinnamon Lawn. A spicy, classy explosion of Grenadian talent featuring Project Music, Fahrenheit, Zorina Andel, Godson Brown, Cool Jazz Band, Angel Hobbs, Tivoli Dancers, and special guest Tony Paul and Vonette Bigford from Trinidad. Rhythms of Spice, June 11, 3 p.m. Mount Cinnamon Lawn. Tickets $50 on sale at Grenadian Optical, St. George's, Art and Soul, Spiceland Mall, Kenton's Pharmacy in Granville, and Go to Fed. More at the door. Children 12 and under free. Sponsors: Grenada Tourism Authority, Ministry of Culture, Kalinago Hotel, Hubbard's, GBN, Boss FM, Real FM, HD Sounds, Danny D, Bridens, Independence Agencies, Gabriel's Rental, Cafe Skyline, and Comon Medical. Walk with your picnic chairs and beach towels.
Big money, money, money. $3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th, 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true. Money, money, money.
Your vision is our mission at Kurtz Optical. Shop today for up to 25% off. And with Ready Finance, pay nothing for 30 days. Book your free eye examination appointment online at www.kurtzoptical.com. Your vision is our mission. Up to 25% off your completed eyewear. Only at Kurtz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply. See in store for details.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Hello again. Opposition Senator Nolan Cox is dissatisfied with the way the NDC administration is handling the distribution of low-income Chinese houses, especially on the Sister Isle of Carriacou. He said that before the change of government last year, 90 individuals on the Sister Isle were approved to receive an apartment. With the new vetting process, these 90 individuals have to reapply with no guarantee that they will be selected again.
Previously, the previous parliamentary rep would have issued the units to about 90 or so persons, 90 plus persons throughout Carriacou and Pidimatnik, who went through an application process, who were assessed based on the criteria that was set, and they were given an opportunity to get a unit. And my concern is that there is clear that a policy, there is a policy that was mentioned on a national TV that we only looking after our own, and that is my concern, that persons who are deserving and may not have voted for this present government will not get that home because they're going to take it back and give it to somebody else.
The former minister said promises were made by the NDC administration to build more low-income houses for Grenadians. He said taking away what may be the only chance of having proper living conditions for some isn't fair.
So I know persons have concerns about that, but I believe that that is not something that they should have done. They made a promise to build houses, gradient-style houses for Carriacouans, Pidimatnikans, and gradients alike. And so if you are going to build houses, why take back from people who have already been given an opportunity, who have already probably made investment, starting to buy furniture and starting to get ready to move into their units, only to find out now that though they would not be getting those units, they have to reapply, and it doesn't guarantee.
Coming up in the sports news, world javelin champion Anderson Peters secures his first win of the season. Stay with us.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb service. We are Superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Sporting fans, good evening. The Grenada Athletic Association over the weekend hosted the Whitsuntide Games and NACAC combined events at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. These events provided competition for the region's younger athletes, which allowed them to showcase their talent among their peers. They also provide an opportunity for national athletes to improve times, distances, and heights. The regional athletic events saw participation from top clubs from several Caribbean islands, including Grenada, St. Kitts, St. Vincent, Trinidad, Barbados, British Virgin Islands, Antigua, and Guyana. A total of 45 clubs and schools participated in the 2-day event. Take a look at some highlights.
The huddles that's about to run off. It's Curtin, Smith, Brown, Bruce, Taylor, Thomas, and they are off and running, keeping track right there in the middle out of performer. It is the queen of it. She seems quite loving this one. In the middle of the pack of lane number 4, that's Nia Brown from performers in Barbados. Your lane assignment for Heat 206, the girls 200 meters dash. That is on the way. Mustang, Trailblazers, HP, MVP, and Roses. Well, running away, storming away in the middle of the pack is your athlete there from... That's Dixon, but making a push on the outside for Trailblazers. It is not Trailblazers, it's Mustang, it is. That looks like Gary Osiris.
Team, it's now on the 3rd leg, so it's high performance, a baton kind of issue here, but let's see what would happen. High performance out of St. Vincent is really doing well, but there goes the Grenada athlete. Down the back straight, arms moving, legs are pumping, he's looking brilliant, and the locks are flowing in the wind. Not too long, of course, not much of it, but wow, there he goes around the back bend. He's looking brilliant here. He's not giving inch, no quarter. He's deciding, this is it. I'm going to give it all I got. That's just one lap that I have. And he's looking absolutely fantastic. This is a good run, Joe. Really, really good run. Phenomenal run. And I think that will give the cushion to the Grenada team to be able to stride through to the finish. But let's see what this one is going to do. Again, he wants to do a good time. South City Rising Stars have picked the baton 3rd. Let's see, could they catch high performance out of St. Vincent? So it is the Grenada team. It is high performance out of St. Vincent. South City Rising Stars. Arm is the final leg. Down the back straight. He is looking good. Those arms are moving well. His legs are moving. The knees are nice and high as he make the back bend. Wonderful looking run. He's emulating what was done in the previous lap. Man, he's going for time. He's not giving an inch, no quarter. This is a brilliant run. The day is ending on a high, Joe. Really ending on a high. I think we are privileged to be here to see Whitsuntide 2023. Wonderful run by the Grenada 4x4 athlete, and there goes South City Rising Stars. They may just come in second. Brilliant run by South City Rising Stars, followed by high performance of St. Vincent. We have ended the day on a high, Joe.
Brilliant run indeed. Well, it was a weekend of excellence for Grenada's athletes internationally. Olympic gold medalist Karani James was edged out by Jamaican competitor Sean Bailey to finish second in Saturday's 400 meters at the LA Grand Prix. He also improved his season's best to 44.50 seconds. Also at the LA Grand Prix, world champion Anderson Peters secured his first win of the season with a distance of 83.16 meters. He was consistently the best of 6 throwers and the only one to go over 80 meters. Meanwhile, Lyndon Victor, in his first meet of the 2023 athletic season, saw the world's number 4 decathlete finish in 7th at the Hyper meeting in Austria. Victor had the best distances in the shot put, discus and javelin. The meet provided Lyndon Victor with a good measure leading up to the Budapest-hosted World Championships in late August. Karani James and Anderson Peters, in the meantime, will head to Europe in June for upcoming meets there. Field events have always been one of Grenada's trademarks during the Carifta Games. However, over the years, not many new athletes have emerged from field events. In identifying the challenge, Curlin Peters, coordinator of sports, says more coaches are needed to address the issue.
What should happen first to the preparation for Carifta, we should definitely, or we or the associations or both, we should definitely collaborate in the sense so that we can maybe start with, I will say, a retreat. You must start with a discussion with all the coaches around the island. When I think about it, you must get back everybody coaching so that you can see the talent in St. Patrick's, St. John's and make it and see how you could put programs in place.
Peters went on to identify ways the Ministry of Sports can improve the shortage of coaches.
I will say let's start with a retreat, identifying some of the gaps, doing a SWOT analysis and to develop the way forward. We do that, and then doing a schedule or a program or sitting and discuss who we're going to assign to different areas and how we're going to get a national program going so that for all our sports, because not only the field events, because I must say if you want to host Carifta, we must have to win medals, because we want to be there to support and to wave a national flag.
The coordinator of sports noted that outreach programs are needed in order to identify new talent.
Let's have a national discussion among the coaches have been trained and qualified over the period, and it's a lot. And then let's see how we could motivate them, or how we could convince them, or how we could, get them to do some national duties. And maybe we try very quickly to go to wrong schools or community with some outreach or some programs so we could identify the talent, and then we identify coaching centers. Because the field events will improve overnight just so.
All right, so the 2023 Carifta Games in Nassau, Bahamas, Grenada won a total of 10 medals. Finally, in the sports news, Paradise FC International under-15 team went down 5-0 to Eagles Super Strikers on Saturday at Four Plain Field in the Sandals under-15 tournament. Young Raheem Rayburn had a marvelous performance, scoring 4 goals coming off the bench in the second half of the match. So far, both teams have been enjoying success in the tournament. While Paradise FC International are looking to capture the title for a 4th time, Eagle Super Strikers are looking to create an upset to be the first youth team from St. Patrick to win a title in the tournament since its commencement. That's the sports news for now. Time for ATG. A new and united Guyana has demanded a comprehensive investigation into the tragic Mathieu Dorme fire. The party has further called for the Ministers for Education, Amerindian Affairs and Home Affairs to be placed on leave until the investigation is concluded. The party emphasizes the need to thoroughly examine the incident to determine accountability and prevent future occurrences. We get more in this Tiana Cole report.
General Secretary of New and United Guyana, Kian Jabbour, has called on President Irfan Ali to look within his cabinet to find the persons responsible for the horrific Mathieu fire, which claimed 19 lives and injured more than 15 children. But in the interim, Jabbour called for Minister of Education Priya Manikchand, Minister of Home Affairs Rupson Ben, and Minister of Amerindian Affairs Pauline Sukai to be sent on leave pending a thorough probe into the deadly blaze.
These are their responsibility that they neglected. This does not fall anywhere else. And I'm calling on President Irfan Ali as a father, as a Guyanese, to hold his people accountable for this.
In fact, the General Secretary said there was no shame in holding certain members of the cabinet responsible.
There is no shame in turning to your cabinet and finding out that that state school, that government-run school, whose responsibility it was, and have them take responsibility for it.
Anu held a peaceful protest on Monday in front of the office of the president, reiterating calls for ministries with a preview over the Dorme to be held accountable. In fact, in a subsequent press release, the party lamented the fact that despite several fires under the Ali-led administration, our leaders seem to not heeding the lessons from these casualties. Already, a 15-year-old girl has been slapped with 19 counts of murder over the Mathieu fire. She is accused of setting a deadly blaze because her cell phone was taken away by the Dorme's mother and a teacher.
In St. Lucia, Prime Minister Philip J. Pear and opposition leader Alan Chasney are at odds over the John Compton Dam Desilting Rehabilitation Project. The Prime Minister says the project should have been completed by now and placed the blame for the delay on the former administration. We get more in this report.
Opposition leader Alan Chasney has reacted to recent remarks made by Prime Minister Philip J. Pear about the John Compton Dam Desilting project. A lengthy missive from the opposition's office has labelled the Prime Minister's comments as unfounded allegations.
The John Compton Desilting project was supposed to be complete. It's not. I guess these are the things the opposition should account for. Should tell us why it's not complete. Tell us why you spent all that money. Why? These are the conversations I want to have with the opposition.
For his part, Prime Minister Pear stated that a soon-to-be-released report will offer more clarification on the desilting project.
Very soon, we've commissioned a report. The report is going to be public in a very short time.
The office of the leader of the opposition raises concerns about this report, stating, "We understand the foreign firm Forensic Services Caribbean, based in Curacao, has been contracted at a substantial sum to do this audit, while this sum could be channeled by WASCO to perform urgent infrastructural works on the ground and critically improve the water supply for the people of St. Lucia. We only hope that this report is accurate and provides true information that matches the information on file at WASCO, the NURC, and CDB." Prime Minister Pear is hopeful that the audit report will shed light on irregularities in the project and its financing. Pear, who says that the project should have been completed by now, placed the blame for the delay on the Alan Chasney administration, while Chasney accuses the Prime Minister of playing politics and misleading the people.
Further afield, Chicago has placed 304 migrants at a shelter set up at Wilbur Wright College over the last 2 days. ABC News has more.
On Memorial Day in their new adopted city, migrants linger in the shade outside a newly opened Northwest Side shelter. Wright College is supposed to be a home just for the summer.
We were told there'd be nobody here till June the 1st, and they're already here. So if the city lied about the day they're going to get here, are they lying about when they're going to leave?
This is an absolute slap in the face to those who come here.
After a fiery meeting late last week, the city opened the doors to the temporary community shelter on Sunday. They are now some of the nearly 4,500 migrants sleeping in city-sanctioned shelters across Chicago. Many of them have next to nothing to their name. At the sight of something new, small children scampered to Jimena Moriano as she doled out a few tiny toys into their waiting hands.
I turned the corner and I saw the kids sitting in the grass, and I'm like, I gotta go get them bubbles.
A mother of 3 grown children, Moriano says she couldn't just pass by.
We're all human beings, so I think everybody needs to realize that we just have to help each other.
Chicago is now home to more than 9,000 migrants, and the city says more than 550 are still living on police station floors. Alderman Nicholas Pizzato wants federal work permits for migrants expedited.
They want to work. They're not here to live in shelters or sponge off of America. Give them an opportunity to work.
Still, Pizzato plans to vote against a $51 million plan to fund shelters and migrant services like this one in his ward for the same reason many don't want migrant shelters in their neighborhoods.
If that $51 million was for all homeless people, I certainly would support it. But since it's only for asylum seekers, I do not support it.
The city says this temporary shelter at Wright College is supposed to stay open until August 1st, but some people in this neighborhood are questioning that timeline. City Council is scheduled to vote on that $51 million funding for migrants on Wednesday.
We invite you to stay with us. A reminder of the headlines after this. This is the Grenada Broadcasting Network. A reminder of the headlines. Police say a loaded firearm in the hands of a patient at Mungay Psychiatric Hospital was mistakenly placed in the bag. IMF Mission Chief warns Grenada against continued tax amnesty. GCNA Chairman Leo Cato calls for increased production as the association struggles to meet demand. Also in the broadcast, regionally, political party in Guyana calls for government ministers to be sent on leave following tragic Madia Dom fire. Internationally, over 300 Chicago migrants placed at Wilbur Wright College shelter after City Council delays vote. Plus in the sports news, World Javelin Champion Grenada's Anderson Peters secures his first win of the season. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, or on GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom for the moment. Thanks for joining us. Good night.